Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're here to crack open compelling sources, give you those essential insights so you can be truly well-informed. Today, we're embarking on a pretty focused deep dive. We're looking into Dr. Daniel Folarin's really profound book, Why I Am a Christian. And we're specifically zooming in on part 1. This is where Dr. Folarin really lays all the foundational groundwork for his whole argument. Now, you might be thinking, okay, what's his main goal here? Well, Dr. Folarin is actually very clear right from the start. This book, it isn't about, winning some debate or pushing a particular dogma. Instead, think of it as a really sincere invitation, an invitation to pause, maybe listen, and just truly reflect on why Christianity might matter, not just historically or culturally, but personally, for you. Dr. Folarin wrote Why I Am a Christian for a really diverse group of people. For the seeker who's maybe tired of superficial answers, for the believer who might be feeling like they're barely hanging on, maybe grappling with doubts, and even for the skeptic who, despite everything, still feels that kind of quiet pull of eternity, deep down.
Maybe you're weary of cliches, or maybe faith just feels a bit shallow sometimes. Dr. Folarin seems ready to meet you exactly where you are. He kicks things off from this powerful core conviction. Christianity, as he presents it, isn't just a religion in the typical sense. It's a whole worldview, one he believes aligns perfectly with the very fabric of reality itself. It speaks directly to the human condition, offering clarity, maybe some truth, to life's biggest questions. And crucially, it doesn't ignore the brokenness we see in the world. Instead, it explains it. And even more importantly, it reveals what God has actually done to redeem it. It's also worth noting, the author, Dr. Daniel Folarin himself, wrote this from a place of deep burden. He's concerned about the widespread disillusionment he saw among people with a Christian heritage.
That framing is so important, isn't it? Because it immediately shifts the whole tone. It's not a debate. It's more like an exploration of these really deep universal realities. And Dr. Daniel Folarin, in part 1, he dives right in by tackling those fundamental human questions, identity, purpose. And he's quick to distinguish what he's offering. It's not your standard self-help book. He actually calls it sacred help, meaning the help originates from a divine source that's fundamentally different from, purely human-centered approaches. He makes this really compelling case that you're not just a body, but a soul. You're not some cosmic accident, you're a divine intention, part of what he calls a story that God is writing for his glory.
That's a powerful idea, especially today.
It really is. It's such a strong counter-narrative to how anonymous many of us can feel in this huge, crowded world. And Dr. Folarin really drives this home with this concept of being a name, not just a number. Think about our digital age, right? It's so easy to feel like just a data point or a user ID. But the gospel, Dr. Folarin asserts, reminds us, we are not forgotten. You're not just one of billions out there. You are uniquely known by God. He quotes Isaiah 43, verse 1, beautifully. Fear not, for I have redeemed thee. I have called thee by thy name. Thou art mine.
Wow.
So what does that mean? It means knowing Christ is being fully known and fully loved. Not for some polished up version of yourself you put out there, but for, as Dr. Folarin puts it, the real you.
The authentic self.
Exactly. And he points out how this resonates with the philosopher Søren Kierkegaard's idea of the true mirror. Kierkegaard believed, basically, that real self-knowledge doesn't just come from looking inward. It comes from seeing yourself reflected in the ultimate divine truth. In this case, seeing yourself through the eyes of the one who actually made you.
Okay, so Dr. Folarin gives us this incredible sense of inherent worth or divine intentions. But he doesn't just leave it there on a high note. He immediately pivots to face that universal reality that often challenges our sense of worth, which is the persistent problem of, brokenness and suffering in the world.
Right, the hard stuff.
Exactly. And this is where his explanation of the fall comes into play. That sort of pivotal moment in Christian thinking.